The CK, I feel like the CK position 5 is like a hidden gem. We're about to see a hidden gem, you know? That Abaddon set is really cool. I agree. I'm always interested to see those sets. They're very cool. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you. Let's switch this to free cam. Ooh, Jesus. There we go. That was some hardcore lag. Oh. There we go. Is this the so-called 1-1 league? A lot of leagues are 1-1 leagues. But CDC's 2-0. They haven't dropped a game yet, but Typhoon's also 2-0. They dropped a game to King Gaming Luminous. But it's also, it can't be a 1-1 league because it's best of 3s. So, as much as we'd like
30 seconds
to try and see that happen, just can't. CK position 5 though. TA is gonna be strong, that's for sure. It's always interesting to see what people do for TA builds. And they're also putting the CK and Lashrak together. Like, I kind of like that. Lockdown's gonna be pretty heavy. So let's see what the TA does, because I like when the TA gets stacks, and I like when the TA goes Desolator first item. I'm not a big fan of TA Blink Dagger first. I actually saw the other day, like, TA Blink, BKB, Deso. It was kind of slow. Yeah, it's position 5 CK. Mugi is UUU9. He's the 1 position. Former 1 position of newbie. Any information on Monster Boy? He's not 1-2-3. I think CDC is testing a new position 3. Yeah, he used to play for CDC Avenger, so we'll see how he does in the offlane role for CDC. He's played with them before. It's not like the first time he's ever played with them. But, yeah, it's not 1-2-3, which is a surprise, because 1-2-3 was a bit of a playmaker, so I'm a little shocked that Monster Boy is coming out and playing the offlane. What is the point of CK support? Use passive to trade HP. I think it's a similar build. You're still trying to, like, just pull people in. You maybe even kind of transition into being a core. Someone says that it's 1-2-3's hero pool is limited and not fit with James. Maybe. I could agree with that. His hero pool is usually pretty standard. His stun is just really good as well, and when you've got the Chaos Strike as a support, like, you're a hard-hitting support. You just need one more shot. Ooh, no, south. Alright. Well, they'll stop it with that stun, and they might get another stun. They still might get this kill. Yeah, they got it. That was a good little chase there, because you've got... The thing that's really good about CK support is, like, the fact that he hits hard early. So, like, having that Chaos Strike usually supports, you know, you're dealing with some, like, some pot shotting, and even with, like, Cat U here on the Shadow Shaman. Like, Shadow Shaman, again, I'm not sure if it's still this, but second highest base damage in the game. Hits for 77 right away. But then you've got CK who's hitting for 69, and then Chaos Striking for a minimum of 120%. Like, he's very offensive, and he's very harassment. And when he's got that stun, combined with what Mugi brings you in another stun as well, like, you could really play aggressive. And I think it's a good combination. I think he's a pretty good 5. Because he can hit hard without too many items, too, to help you be offensive early. Not gonna get... not gonna get the Curse of Avernus to proc. I think it's a little difficult of a lane for CK anyway, with Sandstorm and Rubik hitting from a distance, but we'll see what he's able to accomplish here and when he takes level 3. Wouldn't be surprised if it's 2 into the Chaos Bolt. No one's stacking for the TA yet? Yeah. No stacks at all, actually. Ooh, Kaido. He's okay. There's a stack here, but that's definitely not gonna last that long. How's XM? XM's actually doing pretty good mid. The TA is struggling a little bit, but this is a good rotation. And if this leads to a kill, could be big for the TA. But TA, Deska taking a lot of damage. He'll be fine. I'll get. Catyu gets the kill. Good for the lane. TA struggling a little bit, but that's not really a stack steal. This isn't meant for the TA. I think that stack just happens to be there. And once TA hits 6, like, TA can make her own stacks. Usually a good TA player will throw traps on, like, the camps and stack them himself. That region was pretty big. Protoss take. He took level 2 in the Chaos Strike. Okay. So yeah, crit max, 200%. Lands a couple shots, you get a stun out. Like, he's gonna hit pretty hard. It's gonna be frustrating to deal with, and they've got a stun in 9 seconds. James needs to be careful, because now he doesn't have a stun. If Mugi lands his stun, or Protoss is gonna land his, like, James dead. Yeah, he's gone. Nothing he can do there. He grabs the bounty rune. That's the best thing he could do. He's dead. He's just gonna get chased down. You know, when you solo a target like that, and you've got Diabolic Edict with the 2 stuns there, it's gonna be just tough to survive. The thing about owning a TA, though, like, if the TA does a good job of, like, stacking and recovering and getting into the jungle quickly enough, TA's recoverability is pretty good. So it's not the worst thing in the world to be behind. And also the XP was close, so, like, it wasn't terrible. Actually, the XP, the TA is ahead, so. All lanes lose to CDC. I mean, I don't entirely agree there. Kaido dying there is pretty bad, though. But unfortunately, Kaido's by himself, and Eve doing a really good job. Mugi a little bit behind. Catyu's also here, though. They've got the Sentry Ward, and this should be yet another kill. Yeah. That's hard to deal with. That's, you know, you've got these 3 heroes here that can lock you up really well, especially when your Rubik's not near or close enough nearby to help you out. Like, that's just a bad spot to be in.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
The one who's struggling the most right now is the Abaddon, in terms of experience behind his counterpart.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Is the stream delayed? Yeah, it's DOTA TV. Has to be delayed. Kaido will get chased. They'll also call down. If anything, they'll try to blinding light him back if they need to. That was a lot of waiting to throw that blinding light. I think you could have, when he was stunned, could have blinding lighted him way earlier. XM might get a kill here. The blinding light's pretty big. Protoss taking a lot of damage, as is Cat U. The Illuminate comes through. They'll get the stun out. They've got the Pulse Nova. They'll finally kill him off. But this is Mugi dead. Like, coming into this, that's not exactly the best rotation. So many heroes came over mid. I don't go to net worth until like 9 minutes. It's not really just very important stat like that. First of all was Typhoon. But that really took a lot. They rotated so many heroes to come save Deska. And Deska's kind of recovered. Top of the CS chart. Doing a good job. Sitting level 8. Compare that to the Clinks, who's only level 7.5. Like, that's just not a great spot.
Regeneration. Are scanning.
Kaido again. Man, Kaido is hemorrhaging right now. Not doing a good job.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't like this. Mugi's abandoned his lane, but he's also, maybe he'll TP back. Or they might even swap the Abaddon down bottom. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Hold that TP and...
Radiant's bottom tower is
Alright.
under attack.
So Mugi stays top. I don't like that Mugi's taking these jungle camps, but I guess Deska's kind of fine in the lane at the moment.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So it's not the worst thing in the world to do with Cat U. He's definitely dead here. Can they get anything? Mugi's trying to get kills here with the Pulse Nova. He hits that stun, they're dead, but that goes really poorly. And they're lucky that they didn't lose 3 kills. It's on net worth. Are you like behind on my stream? Jeez. That's, yeah, that's another death. That's... Oof.
Dire's middle tower
They're going to have
is
to rely on
under
the
attack.
TA having open space. Going Desolator first, I like that. And they have this stack here, and you can see you're just using the traps, stack these camps. CK6. Alright. See what he could do there. Has one in the Reality Rift, have that pullback. Eve's come down bottom. I wonder if Sand King will rotate as well, but yeah, look at the XP difference between the offlaners. I did say CDEC earlier. I like Typhoon's draft, but I was liking CDEC overall. That's a good pick-off, but they need to get this Leshrac out or it's not, yeah, that's not worth it. And Victoria's on a dominating spree. Man, that's just not going well at all. They're gonna need this TA to get Deso pretty quickly.
Has fallen.
Like, really quickly. Because TA's gotta get involved.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Man. Oh, gosh. I guess that's why my shoulder's been hurting. Ooh, Monster Boy dies to Mugi. And Mugi doesn't trade on that. That's good. He's 6-3. He's having a good game. He's top of the net worth. Why did CK, why do CK go earn?
Dire's bottom
Why did CK go earn? Ooh, Eve. They have a stun. Not gonna give chase though. And he did use Phantasm there. They didn't even get the kill on the gyro. But he'll send Eve all the way back. They'll take this tier 1 over top. Typhoon's doing what they need to be doing. I know I keep going back and forth between saying I said CDC earlier and saying Typhoon's doing well, but I did say CDC and Typhoon's doing a good job. Both are true.
Dire's top tower is under
1K net worth is 100% acceptable, and you're gonna have this Desolator really soon on the TA. Like, Typhoon's in a good spot. I think they really need Kaido to recover. So hopefully the TA kind of helps in doing that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures.
here comes Protoss. Will-O-Wisp. But I'm not sure it saves Eve. Yeah, and they're still going to get another one on this. Because James is dead, too, to the Pulse Nova. That's not a smart move. They went under the tier 1 tower and completely started to abandon, but it was just, you shouldn't have made that move in the first place.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Desolator's just about finished. And they've got vision, but they can't really fight it. What does Clinks have? Medallion. Very far behind the TA, and he was doing well in lane. I said, you know, the TA could be behind, but TA is going to recover really well. And not only did she recover, but top of the net worth chart. So has the Desolator coming in, going Blink Dagger next. You got to be scared if you're CDEC, because this TA is going to start to really throw some heavy damage, and they have the lockdown to blow some people up. Reality Rift into a Split Earth and Desolator shots with a Meld Strike, you're dead. There's no way you're getting out of that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Attempted a TP.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I mean, if you think this looks like League, I think it's a little delusional. There would be this many kills in a singular game of League. To say this is League-esque is wrong. Serpent Wards, and they'll force the glyph, but a bit early on the wards. Maybe versus Sumail, who's the better Leshrac? Well, I'm biased, and I would say Somnus. I also like Leshrac in the 1. They steal Reality Rift, and they've got the Will-O-Wisp down. Protoss throws a Dust out. He'll end up dead. They've got 4 heroes here. It's time to just leave. Once Gyro gets BKB, it'll be hard for Typhoon. Streak BKB, we'll see. He's still got some hard-hitting right-click from Deska. I don't think BKB is the end of the world. I like Sumail on more playmaker mids, not Leshrac. And also Leshrac's a safe lane, more of a safe lane hero right now. What does maybe have? Being one of the best players in China. I know he doesn't have a TI, but still very respectable player. Ooh, Deska. Surprisingly, they don't kill anybody, but they're gonna potentially get this Aegis if they can't re-engage. Yeah, they've got the Aegis, and now it's on Gyro. That's a big pickup. That's a big steal. I know it wasn't like a snatch or anything, but that was a really good steal. Ooh, Deska. That's a bad spot to be in. Good stun. That really helps Deska. Crucial stun. That Aegis is big though.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
How does the team with TA lose Aegis? Because the other team has a shit ton of control and good team fight control as well. The Will-O-Wisp in a spot like that is huge. Why do you not stream this past few days? I've been streaming every day. Why have I not streamed Development League? Yesterday I was streaming Heinen Cup qualifiers. I was also on Beyond the Summit a couple days. If that's what you're talking about. Protoss? That's not a spot to be in. But Aphotic Shield staying alive. Will-O-Wisp down again. However, Victoria might finally die here. They dropped the ulti on the Clinks, and it's doing a lot of damage to push away these heroes on the side of Typhoon. But they've got Monster Boy. Do they? Okay. Okay, they just don't. We're from the EU, are usually sweeping when I stream. Yeah, for sure. I really thought they were gonna get that kill on Monster Boy. That's pretty upsetting. They dropped Serpent Words for that? Ooh. That didn't really do anything. I streamed a lot the other day. I've been streaming a lot pretty consistently. Beyond, you know, back and forth between this channel and Beyond the Summit. Try to stream as much as possible. I guess kind of trying to make a name for myself here. If I don't have a little bit of one already. I actually was going to stream earlier. I was so tired. I fell asleep at like 9 at night yesterday. And I woke up at like 1. And I was like, I guess I'll just start with Dev League and relax a little bit. But I was supposed to be on way earlier this tonight. That's not a good spot. They've got a lot rotating, though. This could go really bad for Typhoon if they're not careful. They're going to chase this, and they might get the kill on the Clinks, but... Oh, good Blinding Light. Oh. Yeah, great Blinding Light. Victoria's been so good this game. Wow. Victoria's on point. Jesus. Good stun, easy kill. Yeah. The lockdown's disgusting for CDEC. Both team fight oriented and single target. CK is just not doing enough. He was doing enough earlier, but is Kaido just dead again? He doesn't have borrowed time, and he's in the Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, dead again. Mugi gone. Wow, CDC are moving the map so well right now. That's good. CDC doing a really good job. Just overwhelming the map. Not really giving Typhoon an opportunity to farm too much. And you see the Gyro's overtaken the TA going into that Ags. The Ags is going to be big. It should probably be Ags Satanic, I would assume. That was an amazing 60 seconds for them. Because Victoria really helped keep the flow and the... what's the word? Momentum in their direction. And he actually goes to the BKB, not the Blink Dagger. Which I understand. I get the the BKB, but I like the movement from the Blink Dagger. However, he needs the BKB. So that means Desk probably doesn't look to fight too much, wanting that movement with the Blink Dagger. Yeah, needs to go BKB. Like, it's not the wrong choice. I'm not saying that it's the wrong choice. I just think, you know, now you don't really have that way in, and you kind of need it against the CDC team because they could sit so far back. You know, Monster Boy, he's got a Blink Dagger, can blink in. Rubik, he's got an Aether Lens, and he'll have that cast range, so he'll be sitting back. And really the only thing that Keeper of the Light needs to do is just throw down a Will-O-Wisp and a Blinding Light, and you're okay. Like, it's really hard for TA to kind of get into these fights, and I don't know if we'll see TA try to fight until Deska's got this Blink Dagger. TA is not owning the net worth, no. But doing a good job. Oh yeah. By the way, how are you guys? I haven't asked you that yet today. I'm always interested in how you guys are holding up. You guys always ask me and support me. I want to know what you guys are up to. Super normie streamer, Bkop over here. Also, what really turned this game around was Gyro getting that Aegis. I think that was a big turning point in the game. Did they spot that smoke? I don't think so. Like, that was a huge turning point. You get that Aegis on the TA, then you start putting pressure on. You can play aggressively. But then they lost that Aegis. They had to play more conservative. There's so many good spells for Ruby to steal. Oh, yeah. 100%. I have no Twitch. I have no updates or emotion. Fair enough. Let's try to get this tier 1 tower. Diabolic Edict. They might even commit Serpent Wards to this.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
But that means mid gets pressured, and trading a tier 1 for a tier 2 is never the right plan.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower.
They didn't trade it though. Good burrow strike. Preemptive on Kaido coming in. You need to be careful about fighting this. Will-O-Wisp up in 10. Going in is going to be tough. Again, still would like that Blink Dagger on Deska before they try to fight, so we'll see. Did Typhoon get first to 10? I wasn't even paying attention. How are you, Evil Kamba? Here all the time. If Mugi does not have BKB, Typhoon completely lose the fight. Glory Dios won with the follow. Thank you. Well, he's about to have BKB, so. But, I guess he's also got the Yules, so it's not terrible. Miss game 1 bet. Could always live bet. Try and get your money on like Typhoon or something.
Radiant's top tower
But
is under
I think
attack.
Typhoon are in a bit of a panic at the moment. Hags picked up
Radiant's
here.
top tower has fallen.
So
I'll take your tribute to my house.
Burrow Strike. 3 seconds stun on Monster Boy. They get the dust out, but look at that damage. Clinks is just doing so much. Now you gotta leave, and that's the BKB popped. Ooh. Clinks is doing really well. Someone else 2-1, 3-3 with the follow. You've gone Butterfly, not even Satanic. I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. Pretty happy with what he's bringing.
Radiant's middle tower
That's
is under
gross.
attack.
You pop into these fights where, especially if you could throw down your ult and come out of invisibility, and you've got a Will-O-Wisp working, like, that's so much problem for Typhoon. I live bet game 1 on Typhoon.
Haste.
It's gonna be risky. I said you could, but I wouldn't do it. Truthfully. I hope I didn't just debate you. That wasn't my intention. But I feel like there'd be no value on CDEC, right? Because they're up so much. Live bet on Typhoon right now is 13.38. I mean, if you get the comeback and you small bet it, not the worst thing in the world. It's just a tough game for them at the moment. They've got their BKBs, but their offlaner's not doing anything. Telekinesis, Call Down, Rocket Barrage. Kaido just hasn't done anything all game. Like, he's been a non-factor. Pretty poor. A pretty poor feeling for him overall, honestly, because he hasn't done anything. I almost would have rathered the CK in the 3. KU's dead. Protoss is dead. And they force the BKBs. How easy it is to get those kills. They don't even have to go into these fights. That's the crazy thing. Like, there's just so much effectiveness from a distance. It's kind of disgusting. And now they get the second Aegis. If you had $1 million and you could bet $1 million on 1.01 returns, would you do it every day to try and get interest? 1% interest is good interest every day on $1 million. Typhoon are a 3-2-2 team. Anyone that bet on them is an idiot. I mean, they're 2-0 in this league. Serpent wards. They've got the split earth, but good blinding light again. And he comes out of invisibility, has the skeletons, eats the cheese. Now your kill is not happening. Oh, God. He just hurts so much. Comes out of invisibility, places 2 more archers down. Oh, gosh. And this is with Monster Boy, who's a stand-in, technically, off CDEC Avengers. I'm here for the marbles. I'm surprised Quinks doesn't get picked more often. He is doing so well right now. God damn. Kind of disgusting how well he's doing.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
This game might just be over. Check out Quakefoos Clings. I'm gonna die from laughter. Oh man. Deska never got to do anything this game. I feel so bad because he kind of oh, look at him. 0-0-2. Jesus. BKB. And there's good damage on the Eve. Reality Rift. A couple of shots coming in, but Quinks, oh my god. If they just threw a Will-O-Wisp right now, things would be trouble for them. And wow. Blinding Light pushes them back into the archers on the other side of the Will-O-Wisp. Wow. Damn. Victoria played like a fucking madman. Holy shit. That was so good. It was actually disgustingly good. I did say CDEC before the game started. I did. Smiley face. Did they already start game 2? That really hurt. Oof. No, you're not? Who's not? What's going on with newbie? They kind of aren't good. CDC carry the momentum with them next round. I mean, I think they're the better team. Their only question was Monster Boy, and he played just as well as 1-2-3 did. I just kind of hope this goes 3 games, because Paramatch doesn't start for a while. doesn't start for 4 hours. It's a lot of time. It looks like they canceled an Amiga Hellraisers match. I guess. Play some music. Personally, I think Newbie just look lost. They don't feel like they have it together at the moment. At all. So Typhoon need to take this game. They go back to Kaido on that Abaddon, maybe? Well, Shrack's there. Is Marana banned? Yeah. But they still have the Shadow Demon. And Shadow Demon by himself is pretty strong. Oh, my shoulder hurts so bad. I'll probably take a... If it's going to be 3 hours plus, I'll probably come back online. Or, like, go offline and come back online after. 2-0 CDEC, we'll see. Pugna, Abaddon. Picking 2 cores early like that. Newbie just seem like they don't care. Yeah, I can get behind that. Definitely feels that way.
5 seconds remaining.
Gork is younger than I am. Apparently. Is he really only 26?
Dire team ban.
Why do I feel so old? So is Mugi still a member of Newbie, but loaned out to another team? His Wikipedia page still says Newbie. I don't know. I think he's on Typhoon. I don't think he's loaned out or anything, but I'm not certain. Typhoon is Newbie Young renamed. Not really. Typhoon originally was Faith's team. He had made a standalone team, and that's what it was when Faith was no longer on Newbie. And then I guess Faith got offered to go back to Newbie, and he did, but Typhoon still exists. I don't know how it really is, though. Like, I don't know what it actually does. Life Stealer Band, Gyro Band, Void Band. Just don't give me that CK5 again. I like it. It worked for Fade, but I think the roster was so much different when he did that. Or the, what was it? I'll tell you what the draft was on that little maneuver. It was against Typhoon, too, I believe. Yeah, it was Luna, Pugna, Centaur, and then Rubik's CK5 against Typhoon. CDEC about to teach Typhoon how to play Lesh. I wouldn't be surprised. What's the score? It's 1-0, as stated by the yellow dots.
Dire team pick.
Bloodseeker.
Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker, Leshrac, Shadow Demon.
10 seconds remaining.
And then Pugna Abaddon. They're going to need some more lockdown on Typhoon. Or, well, any lockdown on Typhoon. Will we be treated to a James for Leshrac? Maybe with Bloodseeker picked up. Hmm. 4 hours till that Paramatch game. Damn.
Radiant team pick.
Disruptor.
Disruptor.
Seconds remaining.
I still don't like the lack of, like, yeah, they've got kinetic, the kinetic field, but definitely not liking the Abaddon Pugna Disruptor no stuns right now. Bet my balls on game 2 CDC. Well, they have much better lockdown. Oh yeah. Definitely could be a 4 Leshrac. Definitely, yeah. It's looking like it's probably gonna be that James Leshrac, honestly. 4 Leshrac, 5 Shadow Demon. Kasim 2 with the follow. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Love you.
Radiant team back.
And Storm. Oh boy. Typhoon, where is your stun? Electric vortex, kinetic field. Oh boy.
Dire team pick.
Storm Ags. Yeah. Um. We'll see. I don't like Typhoon's draft at all.
Radiant team pick.
Wraith King.
But Wraith King, at least there's a stun there. And then Anti-Mage. Oh, wow. Mid Bloodseeker? Yeah, mid Bloodseeker. This seems like a potential 2-0. Greedy cores,
10
though.
seconds
I don't think it's gonna matter.
5 seconds remaining.
Not a huge fan of giving up the first 30 minutes of a game. But are they, though? I think Bloodseeker can work the second he hits 6, and it can work with this clockwork. Like, they've got lockdown. I don't think you're really giving up the first 30 minutes of your game. And the Mugi's got to do something with Wraith King. I think you just go mid-game Bloodseeker and make space for the AM. Yeah. Like, the other 4 can 100% make space for this Anti-Mage.
Prepare for battle.
How old am I? I'm 27. Or 26. I keep saying 27, but I'll turn 27 till the end of November. Who's going to win? I think CDEC win this game. I don't think it's going to be that hard for them.
30 seconds.
The lockdown consists of Glimpse, Kinetic Field, Vortex, and Wraithfire Blast. Meanwhile, mid-game, you're dealing with Split Earth, Disruption, Clockwork, you know, Cogs, Battery Assault, Hookshot. And Bloodseeker can throw a Rupture at you. I think, yeah, max 30 minutes. AM's online. And then, if they can make enough space for the Anti-Mage, I think he'll just come online and win the game for them. But also, Mugi needs to get to 20. And hope that he can get his ult off with Reincarnation, no mana cost. We'll see how well Storm does. Deska played a good game last game. He just didn't do anything with it. It's off lane Pug. Or no, it's for Pugna. So can the Pugna even go off? Man. Seems like that's a kind of a, not a waste of a Pugna pick, but I'm definitely more of a fan of Pugna in a core position than anything. And Kaido, I swear Kaido's only played Abaddon recently. Like a disgusting amount of just Abaddon. What was Typhoon playing in the other day? Their recent results. Maybe pro. They're in the Pro League, so yeah, it was Pro League that they were playing. Played Centaur all those games. Abaddon all those games. Like, he plays so much Abaddon. It's kind of, and it's not even that great, or at least he hasn't made it that great. Ooh, Disruptor. Doesn't have Glimpse and doesn't have a salve. Dead. First blood for James. James is really good on this little track too, so like that's gonna be tough. Oh, Curse of Avernus against you. That's rough. The disruption is gonna be really good with the Abaddon. Just putting Curse of Avernus on people. And then we'll see how this Bloodseeker does. At least right now, it's pretty even. Immediately silenced. And not a lot of mana either. It's more about Eve just not forcing himself in and getting silenced and being unable to blink away. Deska ahead, but not by much. Getting close there. Yeah, Bloodseeker should be doing well. Deska needs to be a little bit careful. Good stun. James, though, out of the kinetic field. Monster Boy. Like, it's going to be so hard for them to lock anything down too, you know, too easily. I don't think they get much of anything with kinetic field, glimpse. Too maybe the big game. Not gonna get that stun. Both close to 5. Deska healing up. Wow. Electing to just stand in the silence. Sure. Anti-mage low. But can't you under the tower? They should rotate somebody over if they can. Choosing to not rotate anybody over seems like a pretty odd move. And he doesn't have blink for a while. He's dead if he gets spotted here. That. I don't.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They had all the time in the world to rotate somebody over. Okay. Meanwhile, Storm's been spotted. Storm is very dead mid. You initiate fights. CDC initiates it with hook shot and rupture.
Under attack.
Get a Yule's potentially on the Lestrak. Get pickoffs that way. For Typhoon, I think it's a little bit more reliant on like Glimpse Kinetic Field and Ball Lightning into Electric Vortex. Disruption again, and they've got the Lestrak. They should throw those illusions on the Abaddon, continue to get him silenced, and now he doesn't have anything to really help him. He's dead. Hugna also in trouble. Jeez. I don't think it's that tricky for CDEC, personally. I think it's more rough for Typhoon to get anything done. This it's definitely setting up to be a problem, though, for Typhoon early on. They need to get, hopefully, a bit of a bump there with their Wraith King. Disruption once again. That means he's going to be silenced. He'll use the Decrepify. Hope he can get out. Good body blocks there from James. And now he's hit with the Curse of Avernus, and James needs to be a little bit careful, but he'll get the stun. They'll get the kill. And Bloodseeker's going to come over, throws the Rupture, and one more shot available. I guess he chose which way he was going to die. I either die to this Anti-Mage or I die to the Bloodseeker. He chose the Bloodseeker. That was pretty funny. Stun on a Monster Boy, chasing solo. Meanwhile, mid, Storm. Disruption, Diabolic Edict, and the stun. Nope, not landing it. Ball landing first.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Anti-Mage just given a lot of space. Has Mana Void available now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Again, they just want the disruption. No reason to just continue to pressure, put yourself in a bad spot, and get caught out. Bloodseeker's just cleaning up the moment, too. Look at him, a full 1,000 net worth ahead. Moogie going into a Bracer. He's going Bracer then Midas? Or Midas then... Okay, yeah. I was wondering.
Boom, there it goes.
That's such a risk, allowing yourself to get silenced like that. They've got a ward here, so he definitely felt safe, but they could have smoked, but that's still such a risk. Does he have? If he has hook shot, if he wants to make the move. Again, if they want to put pressure on and keep it on, they can use this hook shot to go after, like, yeah, Deska. They'll have all the vision. They'll back him up. They really shouldn't even put him close. So try to get over here to get bounty runes. Glimpse. Ooh, Electric Vortex. And Anti-Mage pops the wand and still dies. That's unfortunate. But don't worry, AM. You're getting space here. continue to get space.
Do it with flair.
Harry Deej with the follow. Yeah, he's gonna go Yules. That was obvious.
Dire's top tower is under
Rupture, looking for the silence, and he's gonna ball lightning out, but there's the mana void, and now he's just gotta run to his death. Like, that's the perfect combo. If you can get him into a bad spot like that, he's in so much trouble. They got the first kill on a Mugi. They're gonna lose the clockwork, and they got Bloodseeker rotating, so
under attack.
how much they're willing to continue to press. Glimpse, James, he's dead.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Mugi needs to be careful. Mugi needs to be very careful. They have a disruption? No. No way to stop the TP. And they've got an activatable shrine. That's not a good fight to go into. Vortex. Going high ground against the shrine like that. What are you doing? What happened to
Radiant's
chat?
bottom tower is under attack.
Not being active at all. You guys were super active, and now you guys are all quiet. Dead chat. What happened? Bloodseeker's also going Yules? Okay. Pugna's gonna just... Like, they have 2 targets to explode with Mana Void. Anti-Mage is gonna be such a force. Especially when he's got level 3 into the Mana Void. Oh, Storm and Pugna don't have mana? Boof. See you later. Like, it's gonna be gross.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Good disruption save.
Top tower is under attack.
They don't have hookshot though. Personal question, do you have income from streaming on Twitch? A decent amount.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There's the stun. And the rupture. Kaido will try and do something. They've got the Vortex and the Aphotic Shield, but he's still just dead. Income on Twitch is always finicky. I have bounties that I can do. Like, I have one right now, but I want to hit the top potential on it. Like, I would need about 100 more viewers to hit the most on it. Like, you do bounties and just, like, that pays, and then subscribers, donations. But it's not like I just naturally make money on Twitch or anything. But it is a decent extra amount of money. Because I still work for Beyond the Summit. Well, freelance for Beyond the Summit. I'm not technically a part of the studio.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Cat you mid. Meanwhile, soon to have this Battle Fury. Anti-Mage already backing away. Well, top
Radiant's middle tower is
Deska
under attack.
dead.
Radiant structures are
They didn't even
fortified.
hook shot him for that. And they're gonna try and take mid. This might not work here for Typhoon. Because, yeah, they're getting wrapped on. They've got the vision. They have the static storm. But he's got that Yule, so he's able to stay alive, and now they're in trouble. Glimpse back, but here comes the AM. Mugi's out of mana, which means he can't get his ult off. And XM, oh, just running away, doing so much damage here. Mugi now needs to run. Considering they got Deskin too. It's a really good fight from CDC. Bloodseeker didn't even have to die for that. And that'll just push Anti-Mage closer to picking up this Battle Fury, which he's not too far off of. He's having such an easy game. It's kind of disgusting. And not fair. I like how BS was supposed to make space for the AM, but AM is making space for the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker, I mean, AM's just coming in. He's like, oh, Pugna or Storm is going to be low on mana. I'm just going to come in here and pop them. And then we'll get a kill. Bloodseeker will be here, and if he gets low, he can just leave. It's such a good anti-mage game.
'Tis mine.
Disgustingly good.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Monster Boy dead. Ball lining over, looking for James, and he's been decrept. They don't really care if he dies. Could Disruptor Ags counter him? I mean, is Disruptor gonna get Ags? Dude has 1,200 net worth. He's got a net worth of a point booster right now. There's no way he gets the Ags.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Steal Ags from Roche. If they can make this a long enough game. Sure. Falling in. Static Storm. All for this Shadow Demon.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now Static Storm is down. So like, if realistically, if CDC wanted to fight, they could. Foresee issue. He's just going to continue to farm. He's sitting top of the net worth. Can Typhoon win this game? I don't think so. Truthfully. Unless Wraith King gets so, you know, a lot of time where he starts doing, you know, enough. And Storm gets to 25 and all of a sudden he is, turns it, you know, gets BKB and starts really doing shit, but he's dead again. Glimpse. Like, just look at the way they're playing. I just don't think they can win.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Boom! There it goes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Anti-Mage doing anti-mage things. He's level 15. Takes the blink cast range. Next will probably be blink with the minus 2.5 second cooldown. Typhoon will win 2-1. Smiley face. I don't think so. Super late is kind of fishy per usual, but CDC should have a significant lead before then. Yeah. Electric Vortex. James still alive. Aphotic Shield to chase and doesn't get the kill. So, like, now Kaido's in trouble. He's got borrowed time. He could run. But staying close like he wants to try and kill James. I don't... He stood right next to Monster Boy. Like, he's going to get a kill somehow. I don't... Okay. BKB is there. Like, that seems so odd. He's just, like, running with them.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified.
I guess it's space created, but they still don't have this radiance online. Feels bad, man. He's close, but no cigar.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Paramount
Dire's
starts
bottom tower has fallen.
a while from now, eh?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, it starts at 10, so we got 3.5 hours after this. So I'll probably stop streaming and come back on in 3 hours or whatever. Moogie wants to be Hector. He could certainly try,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
but you're being heavily outfarmed by an anti-mage. That is going to make your life a living hell until you get to 20. So I don't even think Typhoon want to fight until Wraith King hits level 20. Which means he's going to desperately
Radiant's top
need
tower is under attack.
some space. And Storm in trouble. Hook shot. Pushed. Silence. He is ruptured, and that's a good way to get out. Good job by Deska there. That works. Too late on the item for Wraith King. Well, potentially. Kaido needs to do something with this Abaddon. This is 2 straight games he has felt like he's not doing anything. Hasn't done anything.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
He's just taking towers, man. There's that radiance. There you go. Working with that level 16. But look at where you're getting pressured, like. Deska, he feels like he's not doing anything either. They'll smoke and they're gonna fight, which, in my opinion, is super risky. Because if Mugi doesn't get a second life, like, this game is over if they do get destroyed here. For real. Like, if they lose everybody here, this game's over. No way they get back. Good static storm, good vortex, good way to start the fight, but the disruption's there for the save. They'll kill Victoria, now they'll get a second on Monster Boy. Still, Wraith King needs to be careful about his mana. They look over the Bloodseeker, they'll have a stun, but the BKB is popped. Okay, so this is going okay. James is gonna die too? No Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage not coming to stop this at all. And now they're going to Roche. This is big. Big for Typhoon. If they can get this Roche, everything's worth it. Massive Pitus.
Radiant's
That's for sure.
is under attack. Radiant's middle tower.
I don't think Caillou needs to die here, but he will.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah. Okay.
His ability.
Just everybody TP out. Comes back on XM.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Dire lose their
Dire's
courier.
top tower is under attack.
Ooh. Protoss is dead. Deska has the Aegis and Invis. And has a TP. Like, he could just leave, but are they looking to re-engage here? Hello, Courier? Ooh. Courier with Basher on it. What did they lose on that Courier? Wish I could tell. Rupture now on Kaido. He'll pop the borrowed time. He wants to get up to the high ground.
Tower is under attack. Radiant are
It's
scanning.
you're still fine. They have the Aegis, but
Dire's middle tower
now it's
has
just heavy
fallen.
pressure. Deska, Jesus, dude. Well, Aegis. I said they had the Aegis, and it's gone.
Staging a comeback.
I don't understand what Deska's doing. Jesus. Whew. God. His very best. Yeah. I wanna be the very best. No one ever was. Bum 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 bum. No courier for a minute and a half. Gotta walk back to get my shadow blade. Massive Titus. Gotta catch 'em all. You know it's what is to me. 125,000 viewers away from 1 million on this channel. That's pretty good. Ooh. Stun. Two-man split earth, and now you're ruptured on Deska. Deska needs to leave. Like, he should be leaving. I'll stay nearby, but that... Okay. Oh. Oh! They'll at least get the Pugna. They look over at Kaido. Like I said, Kaido's not doing anything. So he just gets chased down. And then Protoss is next. 3 kills. Buyback on Kaido. That's about it. Still need a level 20 here. He can't fight till he's level 20. So he's probably let this Rax go.
My understanding of death.
Oh, I'm getting sick again. Fuck. Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is falling.
Oh boy. Kaido bought back for this, by the way. Out of mana. About to explode. Storm. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, this game's over. Even if Wraith King gets 20, like... What are you doing here? Oh! He got a second life off. Mugi has not technically died. And, ooh. Maybe they get Clockwork. They got one. They're doing it, boys. Oh, good BKB. Don't call it a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. Oh, good disruption.
Radiant's top tower is
Static Storm, Yule surviving. Now finally dead. Mugi gets the kill. 3-0-5. Not a bad game from Mugi. They're doing it. They're bringing this game back. They just need someone else to be playing the Storm Spirit. I'll tell you that much. He is constantly just getting destroyed. I guess Wraith King's doing it. Oh boy. And kaboom!
Pay for thy lack.
Anti-Mage is about to be 25. Holy shit. He's gonna have Mana Void every 20 seconds. Multiple times in a fight with multiple heroes that die from Mana Void. Oh boy. Good hook shot there from Monster Boy. But James is dead. They have Glimpse? Yeah, they have Glimpse. They ain't getting back. There we go. And oh,
Dire's top
get
shrine
another one.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Andrew Santino back on the Joe Rogan
Dire's top
podcast,
shrine
boys and
has
girls.
fallen.
You freak bitches. Kaido, 6'5" and 9. So impressed. I mean, I guess there's that. Doing what he can, you know? Can super late Typhoon lineup beat super late CDEC lineup? if everything were to go perfectly, maybe. That's about as much as I'm giving them. A maybe. Because think of it this way. You're going to have Anti-Mage, who now has Mana Void every 20 seconds against a Storm and a Pugna. Those are two heroes that are getting blown up in this fight. Hardcore. Like, you've got a Shadow Demon here who could just make everything in Typhoon's life a living nightmare. Like, Storm needed this Bloodstone a half hour ago. If Disruptor gets Ags, maybe. But, hey, you know. Let's see.
Is under attack.
Bloodseeker's already felt like he's, you know, a little less powerful, but still very strong. Kaido, dead again. Boosh. Little bar of time action, hook shot, cogs, keeping him close. Anti-Mage is just like, what up? I'll take that, guys. I'll take the kill. Give me more gold. I'm killing the game right now. May not have a second life, but I'm better than the man who does. Pugna. I don't know what he's doing here. Bottom racks are gone. Yules still has a BKB. Pressuring is going to be difficult. I don't think you leave the base if you're smart. Old Liquid is coming back. What?
And it's off.
Will you guys be back for Perry match? You guys gonna come hang out? I'm gonna have to go offline for like 3 hours, but you guys would come back, right? Hang out, do our thing again. Oh, Abyssal Blade and Static Storm. Doesn't catch anybody. Mugi with no mana. Pugna buys back. Abaddon's still dead for a while. James has a BKB. Okay. Deska, even with his BKB, is dead. Nobody got on CDEC just yet. Mugi has a second life eventually, but why kill him? Just kill everything around him. 3 hours of marbles? No, I'll probably just go offline for a little bit. Eat breakfast. Get some energy back in me. Melrick1611, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. BKB next. Still technically haven't lost. Second Roche though. They're gonna need this Roche and the next one. If those exist. CDC playing with their food. I'll tell you that much. Kind of rude. Good place for another ward. Oh, stun. Miss Coil, glimpse back, but now they've got the Yules. BKB, pop by Deska. Cat, you already dead. He was on the high ground. They're still trying to get this clockwork, and they will. But the BKBs were popped. Static Storm doesn't matter. They've got the stun on Namugi. He's got a second life. But yeah, he'll die for the first time right now. And so will Kaido. There's your GG. No surprise. 2-0 there for CDEC. They stay atop the bracket.
Radiant victory.
Shout out to CDC. Low efficiency betting. Yeah. Whew. Alright, well, that's it for Dota until... What's next? What time does it start? Paramatch is 3 hours, 14 minutes. So back 3 hours, 10 a.m.